I guess all my wheels, my studs broke off on my Burger tuning. Just came out, rolled through here. I don't know how it happened. Like, well, I was sliding, I was going pretty hard. All my studs broke off, my wheel came off right there, slid through. Check this baby out, guys. Oh my god. What is going on, my guy? What is this? My freaking Burger tuning just snapped right off. I mean, I had to get new brakes anyways, but damn. And I probably stripped it. I stripped all the freaking threads on this. Means I gotta replace it. Good thing I got a parts card, but god damn. All of the studs just snapped. Burger tuning, I'm gonna have to get in contact with you guys. I love you guys, but god damn, what is it? All the studs, look, that one you can see just freaking ripped right through. It's probably the last one that came off. All of them snapped. These are only 15 mils. Come on, this is crazy, guys. I don't know, guys, is it just me or is my car slammed right now? Shh, look at me. All right, guys, so here we have it. I'm gonna start taking apart this whole assembly. I think I gotta replace maybe that control arm, I'm not sure. I hope not, but good thing is I got a parts car right here. Yeah, the baby. But man, that really sucks. That really does suck, but we're just gonna have to get it done. Alright guys, so here's the issue. I believe, I'm not sure how many threads there are in there and how many threads you're supposed to be in, but I got the recommended amount and size by Burger Tuning, and honestly, if I count the threads, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, no, let me take that back, guys. Burger Tuning, I don't know, it's a good brand, but man, what kind of freak accident is this, man? Snapped right out. So I'm starting the distraction on these things, and yeah, it just sucks. What we're gonna have to end up doing is, because some of the bolts went on inside of the caliper, and there's an emergency brake assembly inside of this, and I don't want to mess anything up, so I'm gonna start taking off the caliper and take out this rotor, and then I'm gonna grind down the lip of this just to make sure it's not damaging anything. Take off the shield in the back, and I'm just gonna drive home like this until I can get a new rotor. Yeah, so we're just gonna have to Jimmy rig it. I don't have much, but I realized that I don't have most of the parts in the parts card, because this is a 328 and this is a 335i. That's what I thought. Guys, so while I'm here, I might as well do a DIY on how to remove BMW 08 335i caliper, which is pretty much all E90 chassis BMWs. So let's get into it. First things first, you need this Torx bit T45 to get in right back here where there's a plastic cover. So right here there's a plastic cover that goes over this cap, and you put this T45 inside and you take this off. Now from here you unbolt, there's two, one down here and one right under, and then from there you got your brake caliper nice and loose. You can start to shimmy it out, and yeah, I don't know, let's get into it. Guys, so I kind of got a little ahead of myself. I got this caliper off, but basically what you need to do is you need to get the spring off, and the spring off needs to go push this way. So you want to push the clip, pry something in from inside, pry, push forward. It should come right out of the caliper. Here you got the caliper that's hanging right here, and I've got let's see, oh, here I've got the two bolts right here. Now when you put this back in, you want to clean it up and then put some nice lubing grease, pretty thick grease. Put it on there. Brake grease, sometimes it comes in your kits, and put these on and lube them up so they don't squeal on you later. Now next I'm gonna go in and take off these, let's see, 18 or 17 inch bolts, and I'm gonna pull these out, and then I'll be able to take off this bracket, and from there I'm gonna take this. Now you want to be very careful with this because this is a very malleable from what I understand, and you want to get the perfect size fitment. Now this is a number 6, and you stick that in there, get it nice and tight in there. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tap that in there, make sure it's nice and snug in there, and then I'm gonna impact it off. So we're gonna get it done, and then I'll update you when we're done. Another thing I gotta do is grind this down and take this sheet off. Now I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna try to use a dead blow hammer to knock this rotor right off. So let's get that done. I'm gonna also organize my tools because I'm looking janky, boys. I'm looking janky. All right, so pretty much what you have to do, just keep shimmying it, shimmy until it comes right out, just like that. And there we go, boys. A fucked up car. I mean, a beep car. All right, guys. So I'm currently getting to the strut right here. You take off this plastic piece right here. Right there. Alright, so just like a normal strut. Sorry about how shaky it is. Right here we got, sorry mate, it's a tight squeeze, but here we got where the strut is. You take it off like a normal strut, take off that bolt, it should slide out if you have everything prepared at the bottom. So as you can see, I took out the strut, I got the whole assembly disassembled. Now, something that's different on these, or something you need to get done, is if you look in here, on the parts car, and on my other car, there's this little tab. So now you gotta go through here. All right guys, so scratch that. I have no idea how I got the other one off, but this is the right way to do it. So you get a 6 and a 16, and you hold it. So this is a locking mechanism where you gotta hold it down at the bottom. The nut will come slowly upward, and you lock it with the 6 at the top. So that's how you get this strut out. I have no idea how I got the other one off. Man, no idea. Place bushings and everything, and now we go through and we take out on the rear. There is a 16 and these on the other side. So right here it's almost the same thing with you locking. You put right in here where you put an open end inside, and you put the 16 right here, and you lock it so you can pull it out smoothly. Now all I'm gonna do, step down. All I'm gonna do, you guys, now is step down right here, and there you go. Struts out. Ooh. Ooh. All right, we got it, boys. All right, guys, so here we are with the rotor. The suspension on the left side is all put together. I got the rotor right here. I'm gonna grind down what I think might be start messing with my car. Obviously the whole thing's jacked up, but it's just to buy me some time to get to work and back while I get a new set of rotors. All right, so let's get into it. I'm just gonna grind it down, and I'll show you real quick. Alright guys, small update on the suspension components. This is a little bit after. I have been a little cautious over posting this video or not, but the problem with that suspension is that I really didn't want to put Burger Tuning on blast, like, if I'm being honest. You see, because they're a reputable brand and everything, but and they sent me my refund like moments later. However, it wasn't really about refunds. It was more about the safety part of the fact that all my studs or my lugs were just ripped off of my car. So guys, basically the issue that I have it's the fact that it's so unsafe to begin with. The fact that I was driving and I had these for sure torqued down to 90 foot-pounds. It would be different if, you know, I was in shame and I didn't really torque them down or not, but I torqued them down to 90 foot-pounds. What, that's pretty much spec right there. If anything, it's tighter than spec. So I had a problem with that, you know, so I wanted to speak to someone and everything. It's like, you know, address this issue. And, you know, they were real nice. I spoke to a guy, not sure if I can address his name or anything, but at Burger Tuning, and they were very helpful. Only problem is it's been a month now and I haven't gotten any replacement spacers after they promised me a set, you know. And, you know, it also broke my spacer, not just my bolts. They refunded me for my bolts, but not my spacers. And the spacer set is 90 bucks. You can't buy them as singles. So, you know, that kind of sucks really bad, you know. And then they finally, so it's like, yo, what am I gonna do, you know? I mean, money out of my pocket for your mistake, right? But at some point they did say, okay, this is your order number and your spacers should be on their way, you know. And a month passes, or no, 14 days pass. It's been a month since the accident and 14 days have passed. No news from anybody, and my spacers are nowhere. You know. So I contact them and they said, oh, your spacers never got sent somehow. And I mean, as sucky as that is, you know, that they didn't send it, it's the more the fact that, you know, I'm driving around with my winter tires on because I can't run my summer tires on because of the clearance. And also my car goes like this. You guys see that? You see that wobble? It's because I've got spacers in the front because I can't run my Apex arcades without them. So I'm running wobbly and it's undangerous, and, you know, it's like, come on, buddies. Like, you know, I was very respectful in my messages, you know, very clear about what happened and everything. And the least you could have done was, you know, I wouldn't even care for the refund. Just send me a new set of spacers. You know, the whole set. You know, not just the rear tubes. The whole set. Just send it to me because I don't want to have to worry that all my lugs are going to break again. And honestly, I might just switch to another brand after I get this set. And I got the complete set. I'll sell the set and I'll just go with ECS or something like that, because to be honest, I really don't trust them. So the spacer set should get here today or tomorrow, but either way, we'll take a look at it, install them, get my spacers back on, and then I'll make my decision whether to trust it or not. The thing is, they tried to tell me that one of the bolts came loose and it just slid out. I will show you that in a second, that the spacers all have the threading on them. The threading from the spacer being pressed against the bolts. So to me, I'm not a forensic, analysis guy or nothing like that, but that means that they all snapped at the same time and they all pressed against, or they all warped and pushed against each other at the same time. Alright guys, so I guess I got the notification that the spacers came in the mail today, but I wanted to show you guys before then the spacers that broke on my car. Now right here you can see there's the threading pushed against, threading right here and threading right here, and then the threading on the inside which pushed against, where would it be? Right there. So where's the threading? Right there, you see the threading? Boom, 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 boom. Meaning one of them didn't just come out. It means like they thought that they were loose and they all came out. It means that they would have all had to have come out after I've torqued them down to 90 foot-pounds. Not very likely. So I think they started warping on the inside of the car, on the car while it was on there, and it started pushing down. For some reason, it started pushing down, and then it just snapped on that one side. So I think that the bolts, that's just my opinion, but the bolts were weak. Alright guys, so here are the spacers. These are the spacers Burger Tuning sent out to me to replace them. They did send me the two, so this is about a $90 set. It's still, you know, money out of my pocket and time out of my pocket that I had to put into having to replace these. Still, from the bottom of my heart, I really feel like it wasn't my fault and this was just some kind of freak accident, and I don't want to blame Burger Tuning, but I also want to just say, man, it took a month to get some replacements out to me, and that sure doesn't mean I'm not going to end up buying from Burger Tuning again later. Like I said, they still send it to me, and it was a freak accident, and I'm gonna just have to send them my spacers and everything and everything that they need to look over what might have happened, and maybe it doesn't happen to other people in the future. If that's the case, I'd be happy with that. But this is where I'm gonna end off this video. My car's all back to put together and it's ready to go, and I got more videos to drop. Again, if you guys enjoyed this video, subscribe, like, and let's get to the next one.